what you see happens with these teams.
Absolutely, and what both teams want to see is their will in the first couple of minutes of this ball earlier this season in November, and she's just a machine on the glass. She has just been incredible. 59 career double-doubles for her.
Marisa pulling up in the paint, gets her first attempt to drop.
And their first 3 steps, which Kaylin Keeler always emphasizes, were on point.
Mason misfires one-on-one. It is Beverly holding it in the air, wanted an and one, a fantastic.
Rutgers has to take great care of the basketball and make good decisions there.
Singleton, the drop step, sneaks it underneath Brigham. Does not fall. Penn State 0 for 6 from beyond the arc, and Rutgers continues to go into the post. Difficult shot by Singleton, and that's what the ball goes for. Marisa driving, and she will finish.
She turned the corner. Rutgers is trying to switch, but the rotation was late.
Rutgers using the backboard once again.
You can see that Rutgers has been intentional their last couple of possessions getting the ball inside.
The 3.
They've been listening to Tim Eatman. Hey, skip passes are there. We can knock in our 3 ball.
Dixon weaving, beautiful pass to find Singleton, who gathers and finishes.
I am not sure. See the switching on any screening action, and then a trap.
It works to perfection. The run out by Petrie, and she finishes. See Ali Lassiter moving it around into the post. Awa Sidibe. 9 ticks left for Osh Brown. The mid-range will fall.
And from the floor, and you think about that, and well, she plays the post. Well, she has a nice soft touch mid-range too.
3-pointer is good. The first of this game, stable.
That's what Penn State loves to do.
Brigham in the paint with 4 seconds left, and she'll that perfectly to fall. To Sidibe. Siani Lassiter has no one around her, and she gets the... Marisa has it against Siani Lassiter, takes a little bump and finishes off glass.
You just want to put it down. She can't do that. She's drawing too much defensive attention.
On the other side, Beverly knocking down the second 3 for Penn State. Against Penn State.
Well, Penn State has been able to manufacture some off.
The rebound, pushing the tempo and slowing it down. Here is Kapanis, the trailer. Yes, back-to-back 3s for the Lady Lions. Puts them on top by 1. Dixon gets it into Brown. There's Dixon lining up a 3. She gets the response, and then a foul away from the ball. 3 for 13, shooting 27% overall.
And what those horns set affords you, and it's more spacing to attack.
And I think Osh Brown must have heard you, Christy, turning away from the double.
The edge of things when it comes to technology. It just felt like early on in that transition play, it just felt like there was another person running right alongside.
Morris knocking down the 3.
Tim Eatman imploring his team to execute.
He's wanted Shug Dixon to be more assertive with the ball because she can complete plays like that, and he doesn't want her to defer as much. He wants her to look for her shot as Kapanis goes post to post. And that will be the end of the first half.
And really monopolize opportunities for ourselves.
Osh Brown, the long 2 will drop in, taking it outside the post to start the second half.
And Sable got up underneath, and you can't do that.
Mason leaves that short, but right to Dixon, who puts it in. Brown faces up, pulling up, gets it to go. That seems like a great way to play against this zone. It was a really nice experience, especially having 8 newcomers. On the fast break, it is Rutgers scoring this time. Dixon to Brown. Dixon pushing. 1 versus 2. She wasn't stopped. And Singleton will clean things up. Everything clicking for Rutgers. Penn State.
Like he said, 9 steals a game for Penn State, but they have not been able to turn Rutgers over with their press.
Shug Dixon just walked on into the paint and it falls. Less than an inch from the face of McKenna Marisa. It has been a tough go for her. 8 points, 3 for 13. I know she's a great second half scorer. Penn State still shooting around 21%. Marisa, the nifty move, turning her back, and she gets it to go.
And she has a pretty wide following now.
Well, I love to see that, especially with the new NIL rules, as Osh Brown flies in and one. And execute better. They haven't been getting into the paint. Only 14 points there today as Hagans will line up the three and knock it down.
She can be a viable offensive weapon if she can stay consistent. And I think that has been the thing that has kept her off the court.
Lassiter gets that to rattle through. Being able to help their offense keep pace with their defense, which has not always been the case this season.
Well, that has been the saving grace today because they've had more and more opportunities to get buckets. Advantage on second chance points and a 28-14 advantage in paint points. So they have just had their way.
Dixon is steadying force in this game. One of 6 transfers on this team, and Brown loves that contact, and she will finish at the rules.
It has been tough. I mean, she's studied players like Courtney Vandersloot, Chris Paul. She gets the steal right there. And she is just not going to give up. That's one thing that McKenna Marisa will not do.
To
Absolutely.
be quite honest.
Absolutely.
Down low into Cornwell. Immediately comes in and has an and one.
32-16, and that's that. And that has been the difference in this game.
Morris off 1 foot. She gets it to go. The offense has been flowing for Rutgers, something that hasn't happened a lot this season. Down underneath, it is Burke scoring a quick bucket for the Lady Lions.
Dennis Rodman-esque, and it's the reason why she could be so successful at the next level. But she says she's been so successful rebounding with the physicality because she used to play against her brothers growing.
Dennis Rodman, and she's from the DMV area, went to Oxon Hill High School, and I saw that in her when she was 12 years old. And she made her living rebounding the ball.
Think about that 2004 WNBA draft as well. We'll see another member of that group tomorrow when Minnesota.
4 teams went to the Sweet 16 out of the Big Ten, and when you have a team like Indiana that returns everyone, I think when you have that continuity, it really does give you an advantage at this part of the season. Opportunities for Rutgers. The momentum just changed.
Dion up to Destiny Marshall, and the bench is pumped to see more scores into this game. Drea Maddox is going to try a 3. Another offensive rebound. Sanderlin can't get it, the freshman. Rutgers is just 4, they've got 6 points away from their season high, which came against the Gophers earlier this year in Penn State.
Her way through, didn't have to come back and play this year after being injured for the last year and a half. But fought through all that and made her way back to the court, so kudos to her for her resilience and bravery.
The shot clock is off. Kapanis, that will just roll out. It has been that kind of night offensive. In the Big Ten, they made a statement to start off this Big Ten tournament, and they take victory number 1, 75-50.